Today's question is, Anthony, I've heard about kettlebell swings, I want to do them, but I've heard they're dangerous. Is that true?
I got my armor now, no fear, no doubt, can't shoot me down, yeah. I got my armor now, no fear, no doubt, gonna shoot me down, 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 now.
First of all, they can be perfectly safe and they can be a really great exercise, but there has to be some steps in place, right? So you have to kind of check the box and work your way up to be prepared to do them well. And first step is just the hinge motion. Now when we say hinge, we basically meaning you're setting your feet and you're going to reach your hips back as far as you can. So your hips are moving as far as possible with as little amount of knee movement as possible, okay? Now contrast that to a squat, where a squat you want as much knee movement or knee bending and as much hip bending combined together. Now a hinge is as little knee movement, just a little bit, but as much hip movement as possible. All right, that's a hinge. Let's learn to do that first. Can you control that? Can you keep a neutral spine in that hinge position? And can you actually activate, use your glutes, that when you stand tall out of the hinge, do you have a good posture and you're not overextended where your chest and your back and are just overarched, okay? So those are kind of some issues that we have to make sure you can do in a slow motion with no weight. Then we'll add weight, do deadlifts, and then we'll add velocity and get into kettlebell swings, right? So make sure you're prepared. Hinge well first, and then you can move into deadlifts, and then you move into kettlebell swings. Now another thing you can learn to help really kind of hopefully reduce the chance of injuries is learning how to push with your feet. So many times people see the kettlebell swing and they just think they're just snapping their hips and it's just hips, hips, hips. But we want to think feet, 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 all right? Grab your feet and your feet want to squeeze the floor and your feet push the floor. That's what drives those hips. That's what drives that weight up. Deceleration. Most injuries happen in deceleration when you're stopping, not when you're starting, right? So the kettlebell swing, a big deceleration happens when the kettlebell goes back behind you. We have to learn, and you can do drills, and you can go online and you can find YouTube videos of qualified people who are strong first, or different kettlebell experts to teach you how to do this. But work on absorbing the force.
We'll use the force. That's not how the force works.
All right, taking the kettlebell and absorbing the swing behind you, and then standing up with it. So work on the deceleration, absorbing force, and then you can learn how to apply that force and move that weight quickly, all right? So kettlebell swings, they can be great. We love that exercise, but you have to be prepared to do it. Don't just jump in, guns blazing. Be prepared, get ready, and do it right. So, till next time, move better, train smarter.